Imagine waking up in a cell, steel bars in your face, knowing you might never breathe free air again. For most, that's where the story ends. But for a wild few, it's where things get interesting. Today, I'm diving headfirst into the captivating world of prison escapes, exploring the minds of those daring individuals who risked everything for a taste of freedom. And trust me, these stories are so unbelievable, so audacious, they're guaranteed to leave you absolutely jaw-dropping. We're talking about masterminds, meticulous planning, and sheer unadulterated guts. These aren't just simple walkouts, these are elaborate schemes, executed with a level of ingenuity that borders on the theatrical. First up, let's talk about Frank Abagnale. You might know him from Catch Me If You Can, the blockbuster film that turned his incredible life into a cinematic sensation. But the movie only scratches the surface of his audacious exploits. Yeah, he really did con his way out of prison, not with brute force, not with a daring physical feat, but with his unparalleled gift for deception. He convinced the guards he was an undercover prison inspector, there to evaluate the facility's security protocols. Can you imagine the audacity? He literally called the FBI on himself, posing as a high-ranking official, requesting their assistance in transporting him, the prison inspector, to a more secure location. Then, he just casually walked out the door with the unsuspecting agents, leaving everyone dumbfounded in his wake. It's a testament to the power of persuasion and the art of the con. The confidence, unreal. It's the kind of self-assuredness that allows you to bend reality to your will, to convince others to see what you want them to see. Abagnale possessed this quality in spades, and it was the key to his success. Then there's the infamous Alcatraz escape of 1962, a story that has captivated the world for decades and continues to fuel speculation and debate to this day. Three guys, Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, spent months, perhaps even years, meticulously planning their escape from the Rock, a prison deemed inescapable. They spent months carving holes in their cells with spoons, slowly and painstakingly chipping away at the concrete walls, concealing their progress with elaborate covers. They were building a raft out of raincoats, painstakingly stitching them together to create a makeshift vessel capable of navigating the treacherous waters of the San Francisco Bay. And in a stroke of pure genius, they were making fake heads to fool the guards, placing them in their beds to create the illusion that they were sound asleep during their nightly rounds. One stormy night, under the cover of darkness and a raging storm, they vanished into the inky blackness. They slipped through the cracks of the supposedly impenetrable fortress. To this day, no one knows for sure if they survived the perilous journey across the bay, battling the strong currents and frigid waters, or if the bay claimed them, swallowing them whole and forever guarding their secret. The mystery surrounding their fate only adds to the legend, transforming their escape into one of the most enduring and debated mysteries in criminal history. The question remains, did they achieve the impossible, or did they meet a tragic end in the unforgiving waters of the San Francisco Bay? But escapes aren't just about clever tricks. Sometimes, it's as simple as taking a risk. In 2015, 2 inmates in New York used power tools smuggled in by a prison worker. They cut through steel walls, crawled through pipes, and even left a note, "Have a nice day." The manhunt lasted weeks, like something out of a movie. Now, not every story ends with freedom. Many escapees are caught, and the long arm of the law always seems to catch up, sometimes sooner, sometimes later. The consequences of attempting to evade justice are severe, and recapture often means facing additional charges and a longer sentence. The thrill of the escape is short-lived when the reality of being hunted sets in. The pursuit can be relentless, involving multiple law enforcement agencies and spanning across state lines. The resources dedicated to apprehending escapees highlight the importance of upholding the law and ensuring public safety. But there's another side to the story when criminals get released, sometimes after decades of confinement. This transition back into society presents a unique set of challenges and opportunities. What does it mean to re-enter a world that has moved on without you? How do individuals adapt to the rapid technological advancements and shifting social norms? The initial moments of freedom can be overwhelming, a sensory overload after years of controlled environments. The simple act of breathing fresh air, feeling the sun on their skin, and interacting with strangers can be both exhilarating and daunting. Take the case of Stephen Avery. He spent 18 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit, a stark reminder of the fallibility of the justice system. His story highlights the importance of thorough investigations, reliable evidence, and the pursuit of truth. Then walked out into a world that had totally changed, a world unrecognizable from the one he left behind. Technology had advanced, social norms had evolved, and the very fabric of society had been rewoven. The adjustment was undoubtedly difficult, requiring him to learn new skills and navigate unfamiliar landscapes. Or take the countless people released on new evidence or parole, each with their own unique story of redemption or continued struggle. The legal system provides avenues for appeals, re-examinations of evidence, and opportunities for rehabilitation. Parole hearings offer a chance for inmates to demonstrate their remorse, their commitment to change, and their readiness to re-enter society as productive citizens. The parole board carefully considers various factors before making a decision, weighing the risks and benefits of granting early release. Some turn their lives around, they find purpose, rebuild relationships, and contribute positively to their communities. These success stories serve as beacons of hope, demonstrating the potential for transformation and the power of second chances. While others struggle with freedom after so many years behind bars, facing challenges such as finding employment, securing housing, and overcoming the stigma of their past. The transition is not always smooth, and the support systems available to former inmates play a crucial role in their successful reintegration. So, after delving into the intricate world of prison escapes, analyzing the daring strategies, and understanding the psychological motivations behind these acts of desperation, what's the bottom line? What can we truly take away from these incredible stories of risk and resilience? The reality is stark. Prison breaks are rare and super risky. The odds are stacked heavily against those who attempt them. The consequences of failure are severe, often resulting in longer sentences, harsher conditions, or even death. The walls, the guards, the technology, everything is designed to keep inmates contained. But for some, the dream of freedom is worth everything. It's a powerful, primal urge that can override logic and reason. The desire to reclaim one's life, to be reunited with loved ones, to escape the confines of despair. These are powerful motivators that can drive individuals to take extraordinary risks. It's a reminder that desperation can make people do the unthinkable. When faced with seemingly insurmountable odds, the human spirit can be incredibly resilient and resourceful. The stories we've explored highlight the lengths to which people will go to regain control of their lives. Let me know in the comments if you were locked up, facing years or even decades behind bars. Would you dare try to escape? Would you risk everything for a chance at freedom, knowing the potential consequences? Or would you wait for a second chance? Would you bide your time hoping for parole, an appeal, or some other form of legal recourse? Is patience a virtue in such a situation, or is it simply a form of surrender? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that'll blow your mind. We're constantly exploring fascinating topics, uncovering hidden truths, and sharing incredible narratives from around the world. Your support helps us continue to bring you the content you love. Thanks for watching. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us on this journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world around you.